out with the old, and then with the new. Hello everyone, welcome to another review. I am Sal Collects, and I just got the brand new, well, not brand new, but exclusive Amazon heavy artillery Roadblock and the new Walmart retro packaging Gung-Ho in. And I thought might as well do a quick review on these guys. Won't go too much into detail with him, but I will go into detail with Gung-Ho here. To go quickly into Roblox package, it's pretty nice. Down here we have a name, heavy artillery Roadblock. We have that nice art on the side there, and a nice wraparound on the side here. So yeah, very nicely done art. But yeah, let's quickly go through Roadblock himself, and then we'll go into Gung-Ho himself. So let's put him out on the side for now. And we'll bring in the old Roadblock, the first release we had, and I'll make some comparisons. Because honestly, this is 100 times better than the first one we got. You can already see by the head sculpts. Yeah, this new one looks a lot better. This one looks very, I don't know, it looks very plasticky, very cheap plastic. Even the paint on the beard isn't all that great. And, well, yeah, as everybody complained, the bright colors all over this guy. Put him on the side for now. Focus on this new one. As you can see there, a lot of detail. There's detail sculpt in the shirt. His arms, got some veins, some muscle. The helmet is removable, so let's take a closer look at that. Very nice looking helmet here with the straps. It's all black inside, and it's all green on the outside. Now let's look at his head here. Hopefully this focuses well, but there he is. He got a little goatee at the bottom, his iconic mustache, those eyebrows, and it's always just a bald head. And a very nice expression, sort of angry-ish, rough-looking face. As I mentioned, the shirt is sort of sculpted detail in it, and on the back as well. The strap has two sort of straps going on. It's sort of a vest and then the belt, and it connects on the one on the back. But yeah, there's a lot of detail, as always, with these classified figures. There's even a painted belt underneath this one. And that one is holding up his pants, or at least that's what belts do. And then we go into the brown pants. We have a holster here, which can store the pistol he is currently holding. Let's take a quick look at that, and his big old minigun. But let's just finish off with his feet down here. Very nice shin guards, just very darker green colored for the shin guards. But yeah, quickly articulation, he can look down that much up, and then he does sort of have a small tilt. You know, there's a ball joint at the bottom of the neck, so he can tilt to the side to side. His arms go up that much, down. Has double jointed knees. He has upper bicep swivel up there. His hands go up and down. They both do. He has an ab crunch, so you can crunch that forward. The vest gets a little wonky because it's made to sculpt around that sort of neutral pose, but it's alright. He can lean back that much, and then he still has a waist swivel, so he can go around. So all together, he can go forward that much. Can kick up pretty good for a big figure. Upper thigh swivel, and then we have double jointed knees. As much as they go, maybe this side goes further. About the same. We have boot rotation. We have his ankles. His feet go back pretty decently. Forward, not so much because of shin guard and ankle pivot, of course. But yeah, this is heavy artillery Roadblock. I'm just trying to get him into pose here to stand him up. Very nice looking figure. Now let's look quickly at his minigun here. Yep, there it is. It's all in this dark green as well, and it is the same minigun that came with dang it, I forgot his name, but the Ram Cycle. It comes with Breaker and the Ram Cycle, except that it's in black and it doesn't come with this removable sort of ammo mag. And it has the same feature where it turns, and here's the handle and the other handle. Very nice looking minigun, pretty big. I mean, compared to him, it's almost his entire body length. We have that minigun, and then we still have his pistol here. Nicely sculpted, and it is a pretty big pistol compared to the other ones we've seen. So it's more like of a hand cannon sort of thing. I mean, it makes sense. It's a heavy artillery Roadblock, and this will port into his holster, and it's pretty tight fit, so I don't know how easy it is. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Yeah. But anyway, this is heavy artillery Roadblock. Just wanted to get him quickly sort of reviewed. Look at some of the details and his accessories. But my opinion, 100 times better than this first one we got. Like I said, I don't like the head sculpt for it. It looks pretty cheaply made, or at least cheap paint and stuff. And I don't know, I just didn't really like... I didn't like the vibrant colors on him specifically. Duke and Scarlet I was okay with, but not him. And I don't know, he just really threw off the whole vibe of the rest of the group. But yeah, I mean, for sure, getting replaced by the heavy artillery Roadblock, which is also a vintage retro looking style Roadblock. But with that being said, now I want to get into Gung-Ho and see everything that is sort of new with this new Gung-Ho, and just compare it to the old one, and I guess give my opinion on it. So here we have him, and we have that old retro art. Not entirely retro. I think it's supposed to mimic this version of Gung-Ho, but you know, the backdrop and everything, it's supposed to resemble the retro line. And it's a pretty big card back, and I forgot to grab one of my Marvel Legends so that we could compare, but it's pretty huge. I had to pan up in order to fully see the art. In the back we have, you know, the legal things and stuff, and then we have the other characters in this line, which I'm hoping to get Baroness and Lady J. I'm not too desperate to get the Destro. I really don't like that look. But up here we also have Gung-Ho's file card, so people can cut it out and sort of display it with the figure, whatever they want to do. And so I'm just going to leave it there. Go ahead and pause it, read it. It gives you some Gung-Ho background information. I already did sort of cut it the way I wanted to cut it, because I do plan on keep the card. It's pretty mint. I just had a couple dings here, but I'm still not too sure what I'm going to do with the cards. I want to keep them in the box, but I also want to, take them out. I want to play with them and stuff. And because I like the repaints, they look pretty cool for the shelf. But anyway, something interesting I noticed was this flap here, which goes to the back over here, and it's taped up. You can see the tape there, which is odd because it just flips open, but it's not like you can open it. I still had to cut this myself, but I guess I made it easier to sort of make this flap. That way I am able to, there goes the stand, to just slide him out. And if I want to put him back or replace him with the old version and put the old version in here, I can also do that. But yeah, pretty perfect card back. It's not bent, it's not too entirely banged up, but yeah, I still need to decide what to do with this. So as I said, the stand here fell off, and it's a pretty nice base. I mean, the bottom is pretty basic, pretty plain, but up here we have more of a glossy finish, sort of. And I saw some people saying that they've left space here, so maybe eventually we will get their names on here like we did with the older ones. Those who are not too familiar with G.I. Joe, I have this old 25th anniversary, and they always came with the base, G.I. Joe, but they always came with their sort of name on there. So codename Wildville. I want to see them in classified. Anyway, there's the base. We get 2 peg holes and the sort of star there. Very nice base, and I hope they would include these with even regular classified from the regular line, not just these retro ones. But here we have him in the tray, and oh my god, this guy looks amazing. Let's get his backpack, which is more of the old school retro looking backpacks, which I really appreciate. We have his hat here, also more retro stylized, which is something a lot of people complained about with the first classified Gung-Ho. The hat was different and it wasn't the original one. Down here we have a blade, not a blade, a knife. And it's painted silver too. We'll get a closer look in a bit. I just sort of want to get this guy out of here. I have a new pistol, and the grenade launcher is looking to be a bit more difficult. There we go. Grenade launcher. And the figure itself. There we have him. Looking pretty sweet. And my hands are tingly. Pretty loose crotch piece there, but I don't mind. So I guess we can get straight to the comparisons with the old one. But I think I first want to do some articulation first, just to get it out of the way, and then we can go look at accessories and then compare with the old one. We got the hip swivel, we got ab crunch, forward, back pretty well. Oh, that's pretty neat. Can look up a fair amount and down. His arms go up that much, down, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then his hands go up and down. Same on this side. He can kick up that much. Upper thigh cut and double jointed knees. Boot rotation, ankles go up that much, back that much, pretty good, and ankle pivot. So it's the base sort of like base body is mostly like the Roadblock we just saw, so the articulation is pretty much the same. But now into accessories, and then we'll get into comparisons with the old classified. So the backpack I briefly mentioned, it's retro stylized looking, so the older, I think even the 25th anniversary did this sort of mold with the backpacks, and it was a pretty common mold. So people got used to seeing that mold. His hat here, it's got an emblem on the top there, and it's nicely sculpted all around, and it's green. Different sort of from his costume, but that's the way he was portrayed in the cartoon and his retro style. We have the knife here. I don't think it wants to focus. There it goes. We've seen this knife before, and I think this one comes from Beachhead. This is a Beachhead knife, and I mean, it's painted silver with a black handle. And this can be stored in his sheath. He has a sheath here at the boot. I don't know why I said that all weird. We have the pistol, which is new, I believe. We haven't seen this pistol. So it's nicely sculpted, all black. It's got the sort of magazine that pops out, so it's like extra rounds. Very nicely. And this also holsters into his sheath here. And it doesn't poke out, it's sort of a pocket sheath. It doesn't, like, the barrel doesn't hang out, which is very nice. And lastly, we have his grenade launcher. And oh boy, everyone's excited about this. It's a nice sculpt. It has this sort of green strap going from the front to the back. Very retro styled. But yeah, we can have him hold it. So here we have them both. I had to cut the video, things and stuff, but here they are. I don't even know where to start. I like them both. I like this first Gung-Ho because it's a bit more muted, not as bright as he is. But he is a retro styled Gung-Ho, so there's always going to be that special place in our hearts, and we will gravitate towards him more. Accessories wise, I think they both do a good job with accessories. This Gung-Ho came with a shotgun, an assault rifle, and a grenade launcher. He comes with the base, the knife, the hat, pistol, and the grenade launcher. But I really don't know which one to put on top of the other one. I'm leaning towards this guy just simply because of that nostalgia feel. I feel more gravitated towards that one. People were annoyed by the size of him, but it doesn't really bother me. With this guy, a lot of people had issues with the hat, and I do so myself. It's kind of annoying. As you can see, it's like it can stay there pretty well, but as soon as you like touch it a little bit, it just sort of snaps off, and you're gonna find that sweet spot for it to stay in there. As with this newer hat, it actually just sort of fits in, like it actually goes on his head, so you push and it goes in. And I feel like you could also do that with this guy. Yeah. So there's that small detail where this hat was a bit complicated to get on, but this one is quite easier and it's going to stay there. But I think, I'm sorry to say, but I think I really do like this one. Again, for the muted colors, it sort of integrates well with the shelf. But I also didn't really look at him. I was like, oh yeah, Gung-Ho. I was just like, oh yeah, he's right there. But now with this one, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, this is Gung-Ho. Talking about sculpt now, as you saw earlier when they removed their hats, no mohawk, as he should be. He should be completely bald. And this guy had a mohawk as well. The mustaches as well are a bit different. His isn't as long, but it's nicely painted, and this guy's also long and not painted too well. Putting back his hat on. Go. The vest is also different. You see the two grenades here, very retro style. I see it said throughout this video. Whereas this is a bit more modern. You have grenades up here instead of the sides here and stuff. The tattoo, everybody complained it was small and it didn't really do much. Here it's the same tattoo but a lot bigger, and it goes across his entire chest. We also get this piece here where it has painted, it doesn't want to focus, there we go, it has painted tips here, so they're like grenades for his grenade launcher, whereas he had sort of smoke bombs or just grenades he could throw. But yeah, I'm very happy with the new Gung-Ho. I think he is going to take his spot on the shelf. I just like how he looks, and these accessories add a whole lot more to the figure. One complaint I had about this backpack, it didn't really hold the weapons. Like after a while, they just sort of fell, and it's because these things would just like sort of start opening up. That's why I don't have any weapons on him. But that's one minor issue I started to see with this guy on the right here. And just to bring him back in, yeah. Both of these guys are definitely replacing the old Gung-Ho and the old Roadblock. But anyway, that has been my review on the new Gung-Ho and sort of new Roadblock heavy artillery. It's not new, but you know what I mean. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly had fun opening up these new figures and seeing the small details and just having a flow of nostalgia hit me. I hope you guys consider subscribing and liking the video. Please make sure to comment and put down any criticism or any ideas that you would want me to do in future videos. I hope you all have a great day and stay safe.